Hi everyone, I am Irene. Today we are going to make a simple and fun experiment, which is salt crystal formations. So let us get started. So to make a salt crystal, it involves crystallization. Crystallization is a process where solid particles are precipitated from supersaturated liquid solutions. Before we get started, let us understand the NaCl crystallizations. So, the salt crystallizes in face center cubic lattice, and each of the sodium ion is surrounded by 6 chloride ion. It forms a stable and a repeating unit cell. This is the structure below. As we can see, the blue color represents the sodium ion, whereas the red color represents the chloride ion. Here is what you need for this experiment. We need table salt, hot water, container, string, spoon or stirrer to stir the solution, chopstick, and the rope. Got everything? Great! Now let's move on to the process. First of all, we need to boil some water. So be careful because hot water can be dangerous, so make sure to handle it with care. Then, pour the salt into the hot water, little by little, and stir continuously. Keep adding the salt until no more is dissolved. This means that the solution now is saturated. Now, tie a string to a chopstick and place it over the container so the string hangs down into the solution. Make sure it doesn't touch the sides or bottom of the container. We just need to leave the setup undisturbed in a cool place for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, we're gonna rewash the result again. And here is the result. As the water evaporated, salt particles crystallized, forming this stunning face center cubic crystal structure. Isn't it amazing? So, to get this beautiful crystal structure, let us look how does it work. First of all, the salt dissolves in the hot water. As the solution cools, it becomes supersaturated. Water travels up the string through capillary action. Finally, as the water evaporates, salt particles crystallize and grow around the rope. Now we are going to look at the molecular level of the salt crystal. So, salt crystals are formed by the ionic bonds between the sodium ions and the chloride ion. So these ions are charged particles that are attracted to each other due to opposite charge. In a salt solution, these ions are then dispersed in water, but as the water evaporates, the ions come back together to form the solid salt crystal. Now, we are going to understand why the salt crystal is in cubic shape. As mentioned before, sodium chloride NaCl is a simple ionic compound with a face center cubic crystal structure. So in this structure, the sodium ion is surrounded by 6 chloride ion, and each chloride ion is similarly surrounded by 6 sodium ion, forming a repeating 3-dimensional pattern. So this forms a 3D cubic shape of salt crystal. There are several factors influence the formations of salt crystal. First of all is the rate of evaporation. If the solution evaporates slowly, larger crystals tend to form. Rapid evaporation, on the other hand, can result in smaller crystals. This is why salt crystals are left in the shaded place instead of directly sunlight approach. The temperature also can influence the formations of salt crystal. Higher temperatures generally increase the solubility of salt in water, meaning that more salt can dissolve in warm water than in cold water. So as the solution cools, salt will crystallize more quickly as the capillary action will occur in shorter time. To allow the salt crystallize faster and form more crystal, a highly concentrated salt solution is used. Remember, during the experiment, we ensure the water does not have any impurities. This is because impurities can inhibit or alter the crystal structure. So pure water actually can allow the salt to crystallize in more orderly and symmetrical manner without any effects. Lastly, presence of seed crystal also can influence the formation of salt crystal. In control setting, small seed crystal of salt can be added to a supersaturated solution. This is to promote the growth of crystallization. So in order to save time, we can add the seed crystal inside our experiment. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this experiment, don't forget to give a like on this video.